Hello everyone, I am Mopali Ghosh, consultant clinical psychologist and couple therapist at the Marriage Fit. So far, you have all known me through the 4 days WhatsApp course. In these 4 days, I have been talking about emotions, different aspects of emotions, emotional intelligence, and emotional regulation. Today, I thought that I will take you to an emotional journey from anxiety, fear, loneliness, depression, anger to happiness and joy. Before we start with the topic, let us first listen to a story. He showed signs of bipolar disorder early in life. He used to stay alone and didn't play with other children. He would spend most of his time alone building miniature mills, machines, carts, and other inventions. He experienced anger outbursts which he directed towards his friends and family. He had even threatened his father and mother that he would burn them and the house out of extreme anger. Later, he had intense moments of guilt where he had made long lists of his wrongdoings, which included striking many, punching his sister, behaving badly with his mother. His violent temper made him unpopular, and his peers celebrated when he left home for Cambridge. At Cambridge, he made only one friend among his fellow students. His copies of his college years document anxiety, sadness, fear, a low opinion of himself, and suicidal thoughts as well. After his appointment as Fellow of the University in Cambridge, he started having manic episodes. Such events were usually followed by an episode of depression, where he would get angry for any criticism of his work. As a result, he would withdraw from the scientific community and refuse to continue his research. Despite his success and recognition, he was afraid to expose his work for the criticism of the fellow citizens. He avoided the company of others. When he had to interact with people, he contributed very little to conversations. He would refuse to speak to those who disagreed with him. There were only two people in his life whom he loved. One was his niece, Catherine Barton, who later became his housekeeper in London, and the other was a Swiss mathematician, Fetio de Douler, who was only 25 years old when he met him. During the times of depression, he hallucinated and had conversations with absent people. Later in his life, he became obsessed with religion and spent 25 years of his life studying religious books. Like many people with bipolar disorder, he also developed grandiose delusions. In his notes on religion, he wrote that he was appointed by God to bring truth to the world. Whether he suffered from one or more of the serious mental illnesses, that did not stop him from inventing calculus, explaining gravity, and building telescopes among his other great scientific achievements. Do you know whom we are talking about so far? Any guesses? We were talking about Sir Isaac Newton. Let us now know where we stand. India is the most depressed country in the world according to World Health Organization report in the year 2018. Out of every 6 people, one person suffers from mental health issue every year. In the last few years, domestic violence and child abuse has increased to almost 100%. Isn't it alarming? But the sad part is only 1% of the people suffering from mental health illness meet a professional. So, we need to take help for our mental health problems as well, like we do for our physical health. In terms of India's happiness index, the World Happiness Report 2021 has been released by UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network, and Finland was crowned as the world's happiest country. India has been ranked as 139 out of 149 countries. Yes, this is a serious problem. We should not take it very lightly and start seeking help for oneself and others suffering from mental health problems. Okay, let us know what emotions are. How many of you are movie lovers? Let us now listen to a celebrity story. I am sure everyone knows the name of Deepika Padukone. She is a well-known actress. In 2015, she opened up about her struggles with mental health and depression. She revealed how she would feel empty and directionless. Here's what she had to say. Mental illness happened to me when I had least expected it. I was at a professional high. My movies were doing great, and I was in an amazing relationship. Everything was just going perfect. One morning, when I woke up and I felt all wasn't well, and I fainted. Luckily, the house help came and saw me on the floor. I was taken to a doctor and was told it was nothing and probably just some blood pressure fluctuation, something like physical tiredness. Many people were shocked after Deepika Padukone revelation revealed that she had mental health issue. However, she sought treatment and therapy and is an advocate for mental health right now. It is important for all of us to know the importance of mental health, especially our emotional